Yo, welcome to the Just Talk Show. Welcome back, people.
The headline that's going
Drop that
around today,
video.
you're the latest flat earther.
Oh, for real?
I heard your explanation on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
You have obviously been all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you truly think that we live on a flat plane? Is that I'm just trying to flesh out your idea a little more.
I just believe more what I see than what
you're told.
What I'm told, especially the older that I get. The whole concept of space is way too big for my imagination anyway. It's too big for a lot of our imaginations. We would love to believe that we could think we know what the shape of the world is, but the reality behind that is like it's impossible. You choose what you want to believe, even if they're facts supported by, scientists or whatever. You believe that. It's a belief. It's not.
They haven't. It's like most of these people haven't been in space.
Yeah, it's just like a belief. You just choose what to believe.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. So I don't even think that there's right or wrong. I think that people choose what they want to believe. If you choose to believe that the scientists say, cool. If you choose to travel and find out for yourself or see as much as you can for yourself and base your beliefs off of that, then, that's another choice. And that's more or less what I did. And based off of me traveling, I've only moved flat. And looking at the map and and the routes that we take, it doesn't seem like we're going around anything. It just seems like we're just going straight over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, welcome back, people, man. We got the Just Talk Show, man. It's your regular guy, the host, MJ. And we got all our people with us, man. We got Just Talk SG. We got Just Talk Spider. Just Talk CJ. We got a new person to the chat too, man. Up in here, man. Molly Mall. Molly
What
Mall.
it do, man? What it do?
Yeah, man. As y'all can see, if I missed anybody, my apologies. But as y'all can see, man, we talking about that great debate. What's up, AJ? My fault. I see you. H Town. We making that great debate, man, about the flat Earth, y'all. What y'all think about that flat Earth debate, man? I mean, Wiz recently in the went viral a little bit because of that shit. I mean, because of that, my bad. But everything is being talked about today. And Wiz is the hottest one that is talking about it. So what we're trying to do is have a little discussion about that and a couple more things. We got as you can see in the background, we're gonna talk about Shannon Sharp and LeBron and Kevin Gates. Then we got some more topics we're gonna discuss, man. But that big great debate about that flat Earth, man. We'll let one of the guys start off on it, man. A couple of these guys, they sick. They
Before you go, Spider, I'm gonna let you get it before you go. I just want to let the audience know we want y'all to watch the whole full video to the end. Do not click off. Make sure you subscribe. Join the community. It's the Just Talk Show. We want y'all to go ahead and run these numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Come on in, and stay to the end. You heard me? Go ahead and run that thing, Spider.
So, I want to start off like this right here. I made this statement. Let me see. I guess it would be about 13 years ago, right now, that both sides were right because it's flat and it's round. You walk outside, the ground is flat all the way around. What do you got? Mountains and landscapes with all that type of whatever demonstration. Okay, that's cool and everything, but for the most part, we like this right here. But if you also look from one side to the other and up, you going around, you look all the way around, surrounding you is is the clouds in the sky. So you got a flat surface, but then you got all this right here around it. So it's not in the box because you can't see the corners, but I ain't gonna say you're not in the box. But I'm gonna say, for us looking logically, you see it all in around you, all the way around, front to back, side to side, all the way around. And then that as we're on one side of this planet or surface or whatever, it's daytime here. On the opposite side, what we see is opposite time of day. So when you see all that all the way around, it's got to keep on continue going around up under also. And then I'm just gonna drop the mic right there.
good take though. Good take, dog. Good take. SG, what's up with it?
Yeah, man. Of course, my take on this thing, man. I believe anybody that believe the earth is flat, man, need to go ahead and check their temperature, man, and check their pulse and go see a doctor or something, man. Because this shit, I mean, excuse me, this is preposterous, man. I mean, Copernicus and all these people proved that the earth is round centuries ago, man. All this flat earth society is all a psyop, man, just to distract people from what's really going on. Now, if we're talking about scientifically proving that the earth is round, let's start here. Everybody use GPS systems, but y'all talk about this firmament. Okay, if we didn't have GPS, we could navigate around the earth right now. And if you don't believe that satellites don't exist and that they can't get past the firmament, I always say when we first started the debate, put your phone down and put your GPS down, because we're using round earth technology right now. And now just to go ahead and just kill it all the way. Every time you see a lunar eclipse, that means that the shadow of the earth is on the moon. It's always round. It's not oval shaped. It's not a line. It's clear evidence with your own eyes that you've seen a round ball shadow casted on the moon. I mean, do I have to keep going, man? I mean, I don't want to just destroy your whole theory right now, man. But this is preposterous, man. This is ludicrous, man. This is egregious. I just feel like that is I feel like it's a giant waste of time, man. And we can be talking about more greater things than just the earth flat around. I mean, come on, man.
Well, yeah, I like I like my guy Spider take, man, because it was a little balanced. And I agree with some things that you said, but I agree with most of how Spider took it, because I can in the shape of the firmament, it is round. The dome is round. So yeah, the cast of the shadow might be round, but the ground is flat. You know what I'm saying? So kind of what we're saying is, man, we'll go with the firm. I agree with what guys are saying on the Earth being flat, or the firmament. But I mean, come on, man, you got so much evidence out there, and like Wiz said, I go off of what I can see. You know what I'm saying? If you look up, you see a local sun, you see a local moon. You can say that the sun is millions of miles away, but when you get the type of sun rays that you get, you don't get straight. You get curved sun rays from something that is close. You don't get. I can't think of the scientific name for those rays when they're coming in, but you don't get straight lines from something that is far. I mean, you get straight lines for something that is far away, and you get curved lines for something that is close. The sun rays always come out at an angle, and that's because it's close. And also the moon is just the opposite polar. It's just the opposite polar, the polar opposite of the sun. And it's just like the yin and the yang. They spin around at the top of the firmament, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're here for us. Now, everything else that you see in that firmament, you know what I'm saying? You can call it the stars and the moons, and like it's a place that you can go to. But whenever somebody look up in the telescope, they see water around it. It's surrounded in water, just like what they tell you. Water's above and water's below. But I'm gonna let one of the other guys go, bro. I ain't gonna take over. I ain't gonna take over the mic. Ziggy, I see you. I see you. I see you inching to get in or eat a mile.
Nah,
We
nah,
could.
let Ziggy go, because Ziggy over there squirming and shit. My
Yeah,
bad.
I see him.
Yeah, let Ziggy get in. He over there squirming.
All right, okay, I'll go ahead and take it, man. Y'all know me, man. It's TVM Ziggy. Look, man, let's all go with, we know that it's either flat or round, right? Okay, for the debunk the flat earthers, you know what I'm saying? Earth has elevations to it. If you point a laser, that laser gonna go. If you point it straight, or if you point it straight across the flatlands or whatever that you're trying to say, since it's flat, or if you point it at an angle up, it's still gonna go out into space. You know what I'm saying? Because of their curvature, you just don't see. You can't really see it with the naked eye. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we'll have to just keep on proving it through scientific facts, year and again. You know what I'm saying, to show y'all, that it is. And like my guy Skinner said, a lunar eclipse. I mean, that's too much of a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with that, right? But let's
I just
let's skip all that. So I feel like we out of elementary with it. So you know what I'm saying? We know it's round because you can see all the other planets in the sky. You know what I'm saying? All the other planets in the sky, they round You know what I'm saying? You just can't tell it. But the reason why we not supposed to be out there is because we can't sustain life out there. You know what I'm saying? People try to make it seem like, oh, it's an arctic wall and we on a flat earth. No, let me debunk that now. They don't want you to take your crazy butt out there, because if you do, you're gonna die. You know, you can't survive out there. You know, a human alone with the resources that we have, you can't survive out there because it's too cold. Plus, you got polar bears, you got whatever animals out there that roam around on top of snow. Hey, they out there. So, you know, they don't want you out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous. You know, like I
And
said, you're gonna freeze to death pretty much.
you
And
was
ain't
talking.
nobody, can't nobody come save you and rescue you. That's a loss of life for no reason. Trying to explore something that ain't nothing, you know, nothing out there but cold weather.
Molly
But
Mall. What you think? What's your take on this firmament, man? I mean, round Earth, or however your take is.
All right.
Bro.
I'm saying,
Let's
how
stop
many of
this
y'all been on
tournament
a
crap.
plane
Let's
before,
stop
man?
that first.
I did that on purpose. Go ahead, though.
How many of y'all been on a plane before?
Shit, all of
I
us.
haven't.
I have.
I haven't been
I'm
on
saying
a
though,
plane.
okay. So most of us have been on a plane before. My whole thing with that, bro. I'm saying, bro, the plane, bro, get high enough above the ground, you. All plane, no matter what your flight be, bro, we get you. So you gonna get up high enough elevation, bro, to be able to see down, bro, and see the vast. You know what I'm saying? Of this earth. I'm saying at a plane, why I don't see no curve from a plane? From a
They say
plane, bro, everything is flat.
What?
they say
You
because
want
it's
me to
bigger.
answer? You want me to answer that question?
because
Size
you're
I
F?
not
mean,
high
I'm
enough, bro.
asking.
You just
I'm
not high
asking
enough. The
whoever
world is
want to. I'm saying whoever want to answer it. I mean, I don't care. It's to the flow. But what I'm saying is, for me, I'm going out what I can see. I'm saying,
Okay.
man, in a plane, when you in a plane, bro, you looking down at the earth. I'm looking. I got the one. You know, the good seat. You know what I'm saying? I can see about there. I'm looking up and down all around, bro. All I seen was flatness, bro. I don't see no. I see no curve not one time. Why?
It's supposed to be.
you
Because
know
you
why.
can't
Let me take it.
observe the
Let me
curve
take it. Let
because
me
of your
take it.
perspective.
Hey, bro.
The earth is so large, man, that you're not going to be able to observe the curve
You
from
guys are
over from
monopolizing
25 from
time
30
trying to
30,000
answer
to
a
25,000 feet, bro.
rebuttal
You
question
can
that would
barely.
happen in the second phase of the show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's time for other viewers to take their
Yeah, I'm
chance
finna.
at the
I
mic.
got.
He was asking a rhetorical question, so y'all could answer that on the next round.
I bet. Because I sure
Yeah,
about to fuck up scroll real
DJ
quick.
turn next anyway. I know you were gonna knock it out the park. That's why I was trying to let you go out to the Globe Tarts. I mean the other guys.
Well, good evening, and this is Just Talk Junior, and uh, for the simple people that's here, I'm just going to say that, man, it only takes your perspective to you see this. JW hinted at it, but anything that you could see, if you could see 60 miles off and see another city, you know there's no curve on the earth when you're calculating so many distance in mile. It wouldn't be visible with the naked eye. So that is something that is taught because these people want you to stay thinking that there's this vacuum space that can be reached. That way they can take your billions of dollars and things like that. But if you just scroll back just a little bit and go to Genesis 1, it'll tell you that he separated waters from the top from waters from the bottom, man. You know, all these things that, I'm glad everybody got their great foundation at school and you listen to your teacher attentively, but those teachers were only taught what was just simulated in this Rockefeller education system. So that is not
That's
how it
fact.
is. JW hinted at this that if you go up high enough, man, everything is a flat plane, and that how
Fact.
water can only be on a level plane. That's why you have
Facts.
Antarctica or the ice wall. It is the highest elevation on the earth by map. Look at it. It's a cup and it's holding all the waters in. So anything else, man, is just hogwash. I'm sorry. You have been lied to. You've been deceived by your country, and
Indoctrinated.
this the only thing that this is the only thing that all the world governments can agree on, that you cannot go down there because guess what? You would discover that there's this high ceiling, there's this high dome, and you cannot leave here.
Quick comment,
Thank you.
SG, but then let AJ go. I know you. I see you, SG. Go ahead, bro. God dog.
That nigga said a cup.
Hey, good
Boy,
take. Good take,
I just had to
Junior.
laugh. I love you, that
Good take,
Junior. Hey, hold
Junior.
on. Let me drop
Good take,
this.
Junior.
Hey, look, let me drop this little clip. This is a little clip about the this so-called fake space that we be going to.
Katy Perry and 5 other high-profile women just went to space on a Blue Origin flight, an 11-minute trip that crossed the edge of space and made headlines around the world. But right after liftoff, conspiracy theories lit up social media. Some people are calling it fake, accusing Blue Origin of staging the launch in a Hollywood studio, and even claiming the mission was part of a secret ritual. Yes, really. The mix of celebrities, billionaires, and outer space created the perfect storm for online speculation. And with social media, those theories spread like wildfire. Psychologists say people often turn to conspiracies when things feel unclear or overwhelming. And space, let's face it, is mysterious enough already. So did Katy Perry really go to space? According to the footage, the flight data, and science, yes. But for some corners of the internet, the truth is never enough.
Yeah,
Well said. Truth is never enough.
most conspiracies are fake until they're proven true, bro. Most of them are proven true these days. What's up with it, AJ?
And I want to say, I want to say one thing before AJ go. I don't want to hold the mic, but I don't mean to laugh at my big brother, man. I got profound respect for him. You know what I'm saying? But just
Big brother
the
got
whole
off.
thing about the cup thing, man. If we have to start eliminating other science and everything, because with flat Earth, you got to, before we know it, we're gonna just get rid of everything. Because when you say a ball can't, water has to be level, then you're just telling gravity don't exist. You know what I mean? Because all the gravity pulls the water inward towards around Earth. And then, okay, what about the tides in the moon? When the moon when it goes across the waters, it pulls the water, the gravity pulls the tides in and out from the moon. So there's evidence of gravity right there. And then if you choose to believe that footage was real of Katy Perry and them in space, because we don't believe anything these days. If you can see, they were even higher than a plane. A plane goes to 20,000, 30,000 feet, something like that. In the upper atmosphere, where they was at to reach where they can reach floating free in space with no gravity, that had to be upper atmosphere way higher than that. I mean, probably maybe 300,000 feet or something like that. I don't really know the numbers, but what I'm saying is you still can hardly observe the curvature of the Earth because your small perspective on this gigantic Earth is hard to actually see the curvature unless you farther out, man. That's just simply what it is. And I'll let AJ and somebody else take. I don't want to hog the mic, and I did want to reemphasize. I'm not trying to laugh at these people, my brother and everybody with the flat Earth, man. We respect everybody's opinion, but that cup thing just kind of got me.
Bro, it just goes to show that your indoctrination is strong, man. It's strong in this one. Indoctrination. When we telling
Yeah,
you gravity
we're gonna.
exists, we telling you mass exists and buoyancy exists. Anything heavier than air is gonna drop, and there's no examples of water spinning on a sticking to a spinning ball nowhere in on this earth. Nowhere on this earth can you make that happen. Make water stick to a spinning ball. We need to let AJ go.
I think AJ said he said in the private chat his background was but here we go. There we go.
Oh, okay, my bad.
AJ, you up?
I was gonna say, just like you don't see rocks spinning off the moon or nothing, you don't see the water ain't gonna be spinning off the earth. You know what I'm saying? Everything is made how it's made. You can't question how God made the earth. We just know that we figured out the process of how it is or how it works, and you know what I'm saying. It functions because we notice that we rotate. And we rotate around the sun, and we know it's like a tail from the sun if you look at it, kind of. And then, if you look at the galaxy or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They done took pictures or whatever images from satellite that then just wandered out there and just took pictures and took pictures and took pictures to see how it looked.
I
And they
mean,
got the big gigantic, telescopes at the planetariums where they can actually see galaxies and you can see how you know what I'm saying? Okay, that, I explain the tail how it goes, but it's rotating down, but it's like on a slow decrease down and is spinning
Hey,
in
you know what?
a clockwise.
Founded on something that you're saying, like we all know who in here believe in telescopes. Do everybody believe telescopes are a real thing and they do what it
I
say?
ain't talking about no. This ain't no telescope that you can
So
go
wait a
buy at
minute,
a
man.
Walmart, man. This got to be a
Let me
telescope with
hey,
that you
hey,
build
hey,
or something, or it
hey,
has to be.
Yeah,
chill out. I'm acting.
that Spider. We know a telescope, real my guy.
Okay. All right then. So what I'm
Hold
so
on, now, hold on. Now he has a valid point because sometimes the flat Earth people they gotta throw signs out the window. So we gotta agree on some things. Now we gotta agree that telescopes exist.
right. Okay.
Oh no, I didn't throw signs out the window. I spoke science.
Yeah. So
Junior did too.
so the point is,
But see, we got to break it down where the simple people can get it, man. We speak simple science, and if we not putting square this and square that, and
that's what I'm doing. I'm speaking simple science. So like
I'm
what I was saying.
other guy over there.
So what
But
I
go ahead,
was saying.
Spider.
So what I was saying was, if we believe what we see through a telescope, Zach was saying that if we looking out through a telescope and you can see a ball, they say that ball, which is in a round shape, is a planet, and then they spot all these other different ones in number 8, 9, whatever, they slash out Pluto or not. So why is it that all those are round, but the one we own look like the one we own like this right here. We own this one right here. Everybody else stuff look like this right here. I mean, it's uniform.
It don't look like that. That's disrespectful to say that. We just saying it looked like a flat plane. We what we're going by is the depiction that I put in the chat of the firmament. And yes, it is a firmament with a dome over the top, but the lands are flat. And also, how about I'll tell you this, I'll answer it real quick there, Spider. Man, you special. We special. This
Hey,
is a special place.
it's either you flat or round, bro. We can't straddle the fence. It's either it's flat or it's round. Ain't no in between. Ain't none of that.
Straddling the fence by doing that, bro. You tripping. This is what I've been telling y'all
Okay.
the whole time. We are going
Okay,
by
so
that's described in the Bible of the waters below and the waters above. Come on, y'all tripping, man. We ain't talking about no flat pancake piece of paper that you can fall inside of.
The waters above is talking about the rain, man. Come on, man. It's
I mean,
gotta be
yeah, bro,
talking about
that's
rain.
common sense, bro. That's
You
common
gotta think
sense, bro.
about logic or common sense or something. You know what I'm saying? It's
And think
of
about
course
the
there's water on the ground, but then there's rain above. Yeah, that's the rain from the cloud. I'm telling you, man. If water was above us, we'd be drowning right now.
And think about the people that wrote the Bible at the time, man. These are primitive people, man. Supposedly Moses and them, and Epic of Gilgamesh, they were talking about firmaments and the creations of the world. They can't accurately describe nothing. You're gonna trust the opinion of a dude in a tent from
So you gonna trust
2,000
it? So
years ago?
but you would trust Kaepernick? You would trust Kaepernick and all these clowns?
Yeah, because Copernicus had sticks and
Yeah,
he was actually a scientist. He was
I
Greek.
will
Stop
trust
it.
them.
He
But
was
we
he was
can't
Greek.
If
He
you
was
can
because
trust,
those
went
type
to
if you can
people
trust
get
university.
Kaepernick, you
pyramids.
can trust Moses.
Yeah,
If you can trust Kaepernick, you can trust Moses. And
look here.
everybody else, all
Man,
the
look at
clowns.
Copernicus went to an
Those,
actual school.
those,
That's your
He went to an actual university and actually
all.
studied science.
Says who?
That's your guy.
Moses was a goat herder, man.
I'm saying, but why you talking down on Moses but uplifting Kaepernick? You know what I'm saying? Says who says
Right.
Kaepernick got all this rank though?
Bro, I'm not comparing the man of the caliber of the man. Of course, Moses is a great historical figure, man. You know that Yahweh used to
Understood.
take over and
I,
raise
I,
war.
I got that.
Okay,
That's not
yeah,
the
we
question I asked
understand
though.
that. Now hold on,
I'm
let me
past
answer.
it.
We understand that, but what I'm saying is, if Moses supposedly was one of the authors of the Genesis, which he wasn't, it's been proven, but we can say some dude in a tent, back in that time, and they explaining the world, how the world was created. Now you're talking to a goat herder here, a dude with a stick, with
Okay, you keep saying go
sheep.
hurt. You keep saying it. I got you.
We're not talking about a person that's been studying science like Copernicus that's from Greece and that went that learned from the Egyptians and learned about science and stuff.
All right,
but I guess
it's a thing called tapping into the spirit, man. You pushing the spiritual world completely away when you start talking the way that you guys are talking. Y'all act like the spiritual world doesn't exist. Like we can't go in and meditate, and we don't talk to our ancestors, and we hadn't reincarnated, like we hadn't seen these things before. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping pretty hard here. Y'all acting like, see, that's what when you get indoctrinated by being a globalist, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to insult y'all, but when you get indoctrinated with those facts, it starts to push you away from who you truly are. And that's what we really get down to here. We really need to get down to who we really are and where we really came from. And they want to push you far away from that as they can. That's my whole point.
That's a good take. Let me add this. Let me add this too while we still on that. I
What
got
I'm
a
saying
rhetorical
is,
question. Now go ahead, MJ. My bad.
No, that was Ziggy. Go ahead, Ziggy. Go ahead, Mal. He's saying you go ahead.
Okay, well, bet I'm just saying though, man. When it comes to this flat Earth, bro, if you ask any pilot whether the Earth is flat or round, they're gonna give you one answer. All pilots. If you ask any pilot who been flying, you go to pilot. You say, sir, are you a pilot? Yes, sir. How long have you been flying? And ask a pilot whether is the Earth flat or round.
They're not gonna. All of them not gonna say it.
I was gonna say all of them. You said all of them not gonna say it.
I mean,
yeah, I'm telling you, a plane just don't go up high enough to see the curvature because the Earth is so big and mass, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta be up there to see the curvature of
well,
it, man.
I
That's
can
what
take
I'm
that back.
telling you.
Now, maybe not all.
That's how far we are to see the curvature of the moon. That's how far you
MJ
gotta
used to
be
be a
to
helicopter
see it.
mechanic, and he has had several flight hours. MJ of this group probably would be the expert on that. He has talked to pilots on a daily basis while he was
And
doing the
the
maintenance
gyroscope,
on their vehicle, and he will tell you.
the gyroscopes. Now, this is what I throw you off. I'm gonna help you guys out. The gyroscopes are a ball, but that ball is based off, and this is the radar. It's based off of flat elevation. And as it comes across that flat elevation, it scales, and it just reads elevation up and down. But the line in the center of that ball is flat, and I don't see any calculations on that gyroscope for curvature. It just ain't on there, and I can't tell whatever else I know, but it just ain't on there, man. And but
So,
I will go ahead and help y'all. I will go ahead and kind of agree with what you're saying when you say we ain't high enough, because I'm not 100% flat earthers as y'all would say, but I'm about 90% sure that the earth is the way we saying it is versus what I'm saying, versus being a ball spinning through space, hurtling through space at what is it, millions of miles an hour? How many miles? Thousands of miles an hour, chasing the sun, and the sky's the same every night. Polaris in the same spot. So what we're saying is, man, we can go with you guys in science and and gravity, skinny. Gravity ain't real, man. Anything heavier than air is gonna fall, and that's what we're saying. It's called density.
What causes the time?
It's called density.
What causes the tidal effect? What causes the tidal effect?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
What causes the tidal effect? The tidal effect is when the tides rise and fall in the ocean and stuff like that. What causes that?
The moon, the moon,
The
the
moon has
moon.
The moon causes that. And what mechanism does the moon? How does the moon affect the tides? How?
energy.
In what form? What mechanism?
It's magnetic. It's magnetic energy, bro. It ain't gravity. It's an energy exchange. It's a dance between the moon and the earth.
Okay, it's a magnet. It's an energy magnetic exchange, but it's definitely not gravity though, right? It's definitely not. It's definitely not the ball the size of the moon affecting the ocean and pulling through the effect called gravity. And then you speak upon. And hold on, let me finish. You speak upon the fact that we're traveling through space, and why the water is not flying off of the ball. Because the thing is, scientists, this dude named Albert Einstein, he came up with this thing called the theory of relativity. Let me give you an example. If you're traveling in a moving train, right, and you're looking out the window and you see the train station passing you by, right? You know what I mean? And guess what you're doing? You're throwing a tennis ball up in the air, right? When you're looking at that tennis ball, what is it doing? It's falling up and down while you're on your train seat. It's going up and down, up and down. But to the person at the train station, when he's throwing, when he looks at you throwing that tennis ball up as you're flying by, he sees the tennis ball go like this. So it's only relative to the observer. If you were on the planet and it's spinning, you're not going to have the full effect as you would if you was off. It's called the law of thermodynamics and the law of theory of relativity, bro. Y'all got to do science before y'all just start screwing out all these concepts, man.
Yeah, see, the law is 3 laws. Well, it's more than 3 laws of thermodynamics, but it's 3 main laws of thermodynamics, and gravity has nothing to do with it, sir. Now there is a push and a pull that happens when you're talking thermodynamics, but it's mostly doing with temperature. It has to do with temperature. Now,
well, momentum. Well, maybe it's not thermodynamics. Maybe I was speaking to the law of momentum. I forgot the exact what is it, kinetic and momentum, something like that. Isaac Newton probably slapped me right now. But I digress.
Example, see that now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Like when you roll across the carpet and you touch somebody, what's that energy right there? That's now we're talking Nikola Tesla type shit now. See what I'm saying? That's the real shit.
Yep, it's called static electricity.
Yeah, and so the same thing happens if this ball is spinning. I would say it's creating static electricity before I say gravity.
Very well. Well, the show ain't no magic dance and pool that's controlling the tides, and we are not spinning off of this planet because of this thing that it's a theory called gravity. It hasn't been proven, but we have observed the graviton. It's a weak force. We know about strong nuclear force. We know about weak nuclear forces. Of course we know about electromagnetism, and we haven't had another better thing besides gravity, man. I mean, Einstein, he was on to something. I mean, I guess, do you know more than Einstein?
Hey, but listen to me. Yeah, no, we finna discuss some of Einstein shit right now. Real quick, I'll let somebody else go. Is it a constant at the same time as it is a weak force? Is it a constant? Is it a constant weak force?
It's different forces. You have strong nuclear forces, you have weak nuclear forces, electromagnetism, and gravity. These are the forces that we are affected upon classical physics. Now, when you go into a quantum level, it's different.
Yeah, well, we ain't speaking about the quantum level because we definitely make more sense at the quantum level because that's when you start going to the spiritual world. But what I'm speaking about is, I'm trying to prove my point that gravity is real because it's not a constant pull. It's not a constant pull. At my elevation, when I get into thinner air, things get lighter because the air gets lighter and thinner. And if gravity was a constant pull, it would pull everything at the same rate all the time.
No
matter where you are.
No
matter where you are.
Listen, so let me tell you this.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, gravity is like quicksand. Okay, when you're standing in the middle of that quicksand, as you go down, it's pulling you. But as more of your body come out of it or coming away from it, that pull is not. Quicksand ain't sucking in goddamn air and grass that's way over there outside the sand, even though it's pulling everything in. So that's first of all. The second thing I was gonna say was that somebody said something about the world spinning and they don't see how. Okay, look at the water that's on the planet. It's what 80%, 70% liquefied water. All right, that water.
80.
Yeah, that water is. It's not still water. All the oceans create waves. What making that water constantly wave? Now, if you put water in a glass or a cup like this right here, it's just sitting there, nothing. And then when you start spinning that glass, you create that liquid in there, it starts moving then. So if it's spinning, that's just like electricity. Okay, you can't see current. You really can't see electricity unless, you can get arc flash or whatever, okay? But the current. You can't really see the current. That's the force that pushes the voltage. So just because you can't see that force pushing the voltage, that's just like gravity. You can't see gravity pulling. So now the higher you get away from the ground, because the ground is the center, it's like a spinning top. You know, he's got the big wave. You've seen a little spinning top with the big round thing to get all the way to the center thing, the centerpiece. Okay. Well, the farther you get away from it, the pool is different. So if you go up and up and up, like you said, where the air is thinner and things of that nature, then you're not close to the ground where the spin, that tism. What is that tism called? That rotational spin. It's not as strong because it's like a magnet. You know, when you get a magnet together, it's locked. Then as you start pulling it up, you feel the pull, you feel the pull, you feel the pull. But as you get further away, you start that pull starts to dissipate. Okay, until you can no longer feel it no more. Right?
But
as you start bringing it together, you get closer to it, you start that force, that pull is just like that is gravity. That is the same way, it's the same principles of gravity.
That's my point. We can call it anything besides gravity. You call it magnetism and all type of things. But magnetism.
All they said is gravitivity is just that is a force. You just say you don't want to call it gravity, but there is a force that pulls weight. The amount of weight of objects makes it heavier and makes it lighter. It's like you get a whole bunch of metal or a piece of paper, and they fall because of the weight. Well, that weight ratio is what brings it down. It could be less weighted because on other planets they say you can put those same weighted objects on there, like the moon, and all that shit will float at the same damn thing because there is no gravity, there is no force to pull whatever the high mass objects to the surface.
Well, I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You come up with some very logical explanations on the best one is when you said the water. Why is the water in the oceans moving? What makes them move? But I read a book that told you, that it's wind blowing on all the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And when that wind moves, along with everything else that's moving on this earth, because I've sat on the sea and I've sat in water. I mean, if you're sitting in the middle of the sea, you observe some movement, but you ain't observing no waves until you get closer to the wind. It's really the wind
generated. Where wind coming from?
I was just gonna ask you about the water. Go ahead, Mark.
Exactly. That's my point. Where do wind come from? You can't say it just comes from the earth spin because we contained, even in the atmosphere. If you want to say if it's a round ball, we contained in the atmosphere. Is it the earth spin that's creating the wind, or is it the good book said? I'm saying it's what the good book said. What's creating the wind?
It's coming close. The four corners mean it's coming from all the way around it. Well, if our existence on the ball and it's sitting there spilling, it means it's coming from the four damn corners.
I mean, the Earth is a whole ecological system, man. It starts off that look, our planet is a round planet. It has a core that's made of iron, right? And so this melting iron is rotating, right? And that's what starts off the currents inside of the second part. Y'all remember what we were taught in school? I know y'all don't believe anything that school taught us. So I mean, I don't even want to say this, but so we have the core, we have the mantle, and we have the crust. Now those things are counter spinning, right? And that's what causes the atmosphere and the currents and everything to create wind in these weather systems because when the gravity and the iron is spinning, it affects the stratosphere with the radiation belt. You know what I'm saying? You can see it being observed with the Fahrenheit radiation belt. When you see that when they show the model of the particles coming in from the poles and coming out and going back in through the other poles. So those weather systems are started out by our round core and a round planet. I mean, and then when we get into all these things about flat Earth and all that, a lot of stuff just got to go out the window, man. We got to get rid of the iron core. We got to get rid of weather. We got to get rid of volcanoes. We got to get rid of everything, man. I mean, it's just
man. No, we
what
don't.
Now,
we gonna do next?
We have answered all that, but what we gonna do real quick, fellas? Maul, I see you itching, but we need to get CJ, and if AJ got a final take, you know what I'm saying, on this topic, cause we need to move on.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good, man. Shit,
Well,
I'm
my
feeding
final
off
take.
y'all. Yeah, I pose what I had to the chat. Yeah, I'm good.
That's what's up. CJ, what you feeling?
Well, my final take is if we're in this vacuum that these people assume that we're in, then what keeps the clouds here? They would just be sucked off into space. We would be eventually sucked off into space. If we weren't, we wouldn't have humidity here if there was no dome over this earth we live on. So believe in anything other than in the firmament and by the pillars being here and the waters above the waters and water under the earth, you guys have been truly indoctrinated. You hadn't picked up any history book ever, and you're only going on what the Rockefeller education system has fed us. And I'm challenging you all to just break that. Try to pick up a history book. Every ancient culture has talked about a firmament, and whether it be Hindu, whether it be Indian, whether it be African, whether it be the Greeks, whether it be the Romans, whether it be everyone talked about it, my friends, the Mayans, the everybody, the Dogon, and all these other people. So that's my challenge is to you to pick up the history books and learn your history, because that was my major before I went into my field of expertise. So when we do that, we'll get back to the origins, because prior to NASA being founded, after the discovery of the ice wall and further, then that's when this Rockefeller education steamrolled in. Your grandmother learned that it was a flat Earth. Just know that.
And the real outer space is where.
The sea on the
Okay, that's all I had to say. That's a different topic for another conversation. That's a different conversation for a different show.
But look, outer space can be up or below. It's still the outer part of the space that we in. So if we in this inner space right here on the inside of the farther you go out, because that like you say, you go all the way up, they say you're in outer space. Well, if you go all the way down, shit, you're going into outer space. I did just say, but outer space can also go into a deep space, because you just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going and keep on going and to the infinites of space. But if we confine to this planet, then you just go on outer space. You can't go deep space down there, because that has an end to it.
And see, Spider-Man, that reminds me of our limited and somewhat primitive understanding about everything that we know about outer space, or the waters that we as we call it, or this earth. It was a recent reset, and right now most of us are young, man. We don't realize that time is time, or whatever. We don't go that ziggy. But the time that we've been here since the last reset, we had to relearn a lot of things, and I'm talking about this group of people, humans, and the Homo sapiens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it's been millions and billions of years that this place has been here. Like for instance, I read recently that the ice is starting to thaw, and they're testing some of that ice in Antarctica, and that ice is being proven to be millions of years old, and there's civilizations under there. So what I'm saying is, man, if you're trying to go back 2,000 years or even 4,000, going far enough. You know what I'm saying? And we got a limited understanding of all this.
I'm gonna say one thing, and we can go ahead and move on. Respectfully to everybody that believes that it is a flat Earth, I respect you guys' opinion. We want you guys to like and subscribe to our channel. We love flat earthers, you know what I mean? We respect your mind. But it's just, I will say this though. You might have to get rid of your phone, because this is round earth technology, you know what I mean? Because these work off satellites and stuff. So I mean, you might have to get back on dial up, but we respect you, flat earthers. We don't want y'all to get upset with Emmanuel and Skinny G and and me and Spider. We don't want y'all to, get triggered and try to, stone us or anything and burn us at the stake, like the Vatican did, the people that support science. But, we respect y'all.
Hey man,
And
you
we
already
respect your
know,
opinion.
man. The Earth is round, man, and 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? That's all I
All
can
right, but
tell
look,
you.
We'll
That's
refer
all I
that
can tell you.
question again to MJ, who understands that there are cables under the ocean that
That
connect that Wi-Fi you're talking about.
I'm about Wi-Fi. I
okay.
mean, yeah, man. They
All right, look, look.
might as well have
Let's go
cable.
and move on, man. Cause we'll talk about this all day, man. Look, let's go and get in Shannon Sharp, man. Y'all wanna go and get in him?
Man, on that Shannon Sharp. Yeah, cause yeah, we
Big
can go. I mean,
goofy.
debate. That's why I say it's a great debate at the beginning, man. Cause we can debate about this for time, bro.
Oh,
All
for
right,
sure.
let's go and
That,
get
that
in
flat
Shannon.
Earth shit
This
is
is a
on that
shakedown.
flat Earth.
Facing rape and sexual assault
Real quick though,
accusations, tonight
we gonna
Shannon
have to
Sharp
piece up on the
is
hot air
not backing
balloon. I'm talking
down.
about
I'm going to be
us people
open,
and
transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Today, the former NFL star turned podcaster posting.
Bro, I had tried to cue that video. It was running slow behind you. It had a lag. Go ahead.
and we need to piece up on a hot air balloon one day and get our
Yeah.
own with a camera, with a
Yeah.
GoPro. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
All right. Long as the
Man,
hot
Yeah.
air
it
balloon
still
ain't
ain't high enough,
flagging.
man. That hot air balloon ain't high enough. If you go so high, you're gonna run out of oxygen. But I'm telling you now, it's so high that you can go where you're gonna be able to see.
Well, no.
And then
Well,
it's got to
all we
be
have to do is get a
a good
GoPro
time of
and
the
get
day.
a regular. All we have to do is get a regular weather balloon, man. Just with helium in it and let it go, bro. We can
We
prove
need
this
to do
thing. It's been
something
proven. It's been
so
proven plenty of
we can get
time,
up here.
man. But you know what they say?
Yeah,
Oh, CGI. It's fake. It's fish gold camera.
hey,
Come on,
when
man.
we
Yeah.
get high enough, look, when we get high enough, they gonna send a jet and pop our shit.
Exactly.
Well, look.
Exactly.
Let's go and get
Exactly.
in this Shannon Sharp, man. Just Talk Show.
Yeah,
This
run,
is a shakedown.
run and go.
Facing rape and sexual assault accusations, tonight Shannon Sharp is not backing down.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Today, the former NFL star turned podcaster posting this video statement in response to a Nevada civil lawsuit filed by a woman who says her consensual relationship with Sharp eventually led to multiple assaults. The lawsuit also accuses Sharp of secretly recording their sexual encounters without her consent. The plaintiff, listed as Jane Doe, is represented by attorney Tony Busby, who has represented accusers in several high-profile sexual assault cases, and who Sharp called out by name.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Also new today, Jane Doe's attorney releasing an audio clip alleging it shows Sharp threatening the plaintiff.
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
The plaintiff says, "Don't manipulate me." Then Sharp allegedly responds,
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
NBC News has not independently verified the audio's authenticity. It's also not clear if this excerpt was part of a longer conversation. We asked Shannon Sharp's attorney about the recording late today.
He is acknowledging this is a recording of him, but that it's being taken out of context.
The legal team is telling me that we can't authenticate it if he said that, and he's not denying it. This is his statement that he did not mean it. It was in the heat of the moment in the middle of an argument.
Sharp's attorney Lanny Davis also says the Hall of Famer offered his accuser at least $10 million in mediation before the lawsuit was filed.
Shannon Sharp's willingness to pay is not an admission of anything that he did wrong. It was a willingness to pay for the protection of his family and himself.
Despite the graphic public allegations, Sharp was talking sports on ESPN this morning. The sports network declining to comment on the lawsuit as Shannon Sharp offered this promise today.
And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
Yeah, whatever I need to say. Whatever I need to say. Tell you what he said? My man said, big black man chokes small white woman. They're gonna put in the news. But no, though, yeah, man, Shannon Sharp, man, looking kind of ugly for you out there, dog. We're gonna discuss it, man. We're gonna let the fella chop it up about you, bro.
Yeah, they take first, man. I'm the alcoholic in the mic. Let's hear from somebody we ain't heard from as much. AJ and Calvin, CJ and Ziggy.
You know that favoritism. They might not have nothing to say. You can't make them talk.
Oh no,
well, I mean, you know,
we trying to is feel included. It's called inclusion, man. You Democrats like that, don't you?
Inclusion, but this is
diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Everybody's voice is heard. Don't if you choose to speak up on a particular thing, that's just because you either don't have much to say on it, or nothing at all, or your resources limited. So I mean, hey, at no time we ain't stop nobody from giving their speech.
Well, let's hear your take there, Spider. What you got to say on Shannon?
Spider, let me hear your take
anyway. So my thing, okay, like I say with the if it was, I don't understand a consensual relationship that turned into assault. So it's really not rape then. It's that y'all been dealing with each other. And on occasion when we don't know if he was trying to pull away from the situation, and she started acting, squirrely, and then it kind of frustrated and then like, bro, just leave me the fuck alone, bro. And everybody, I mean everybody on this planet, and had one of them conversations with somebody where they'll be like, man, you say that shit again, man. Next time I see that's just talking shit. Like, so that you gotta that is what it is, on that. Everybody talks shit. If you take somebody talking shit and then try to use that as a type of evidence, then I think the jury of period, if the lawyer break it down like that, like, man, come on, we all talk shit on the phone. How many times have we said I do this and I do that on the phone, then see you, and then, baby, look, I was just, hey, baby, I love you, or man, look, just leave me alone, woo, woo, because I ain't trying to go to jail. It don't never play out how they said, because they just talking shit. So, and then, like I said, then and then the last thing I was gonna say on the willingness to pay. Man, if I had the bread, and I know somebody finna get on some buffoonery, some foolishness. I'm like, man, listen, right? Is it bread you want? Come on, I'm gonna give you that little bread. So, all right, so you happy now? Okay, chill out. But because you can't go, you can't go and make it seem like I've just been sitting here going to your house and just taking your goodies. Like, come on, man. You the first day that happened, you would have turned that in. You ain't gonna wait till the relationship about to end now, and now you want to, I tell everything about it. But you gotta look at it from that aspect too. So I'm like, hey, that be my take on that, because I don't be liking how guys, it don't matter if they black or white, but when they mess with females and then females getting their feelings, sometimes the man do fucked up shit. I understand if their feelings might be hurt or whatever, and bruh, but just because we hurt your feelings, it's like you want consequences to be pushed against the individual for breaking your heart. I mean, the consequences of that is gonna be up to God, man. How will you plan to come down there? But you can't try to force a consequence for breaking your heart. We break people's hearts all over the world every day, doing all the small stuff. So you can't just go around persecuting people just because they emotionally broke your heart. I mean, because we don't be intending to just break your heart, but once it ran its course, it ran the course. I mean, our heart get broke too. It's a certain person we want, and no matter how much we want them, they just keep turning us down. That breaks our heart. It breaks mine. Shit. So,
and we can't even sue.
Yeah, but right, I ain't gonna sue. I'm gonna sue you because you won't take me back, or I'm gonna sue you because you won't love me like I love you. You breaking my heart. Like, no, you can't make that be no consequence. You just eat that.
Real quick,
bro.
That's the problem, man. She was 19, bro. She ain't experienced life yet. You know what I mean? And that's why she acting like a baby, and that's why he got that treatment right there, because he's messing with a young chick anyway. He should have listened to more.
Man, that's a bunch of malarkey, man. Look, man, I don't mean to cut you off, MJ, man, but look, man, it's the same different players, same playbook, man. These women been doing this since the 90s, since the 80s. And yeah, man, every civil case is settled out of court. You can ask anybody with money, they get sued all the time. And like, man, I hate to pay this dude, bro, but I'd rather just go and settle it. And because I come out cheaper than paying these lawyer fees, man. That's just what the facts are of the situation, man. I mean, come on, like, man, even when Cassie did it, bro. They were swinging together, bro. They were swingers. They like to get high and fuck, bro. But now all of a sudden we can get broke up and now you want to sue me? But go ahead, man.
No, bro, I was gonna let you. Actually, I was gonna bring you in, man. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't just debating with him. I was adding to it. The fact that she is 19 is a factor. If you're gonna tell me that's not a factor, bro, you need to.
I mean, yeah, it's a factor. She's immature. Who wants to, fuck a little teenager? But at the same time, it's legal. I mean, you got money. You Shannon Sharp. You got money. Who you going to fuck with, Miss Suzanne or check out OnlyFans? Come on, man.
What you saying? What you saying, Skinny? What you saying?
Bro, if you got money, you gonna go get you a little young tenderoni and bust her down. That's what I'm saying. And sit on back by the house.
Nobody. Why ain't no consequences for her allowing herself to be involved with an older gentleman? Ain't no consequences for that for her part.
Yeah, when she getting money, she getting old. She got a rent paid, and she go, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you now." Come on, bro. And you know what it is, what it is, bro.
Man, y'all acting like y'all know how the game go.
I'm gonna let these guys.
Y'all acting like y'all know how the game go.
Is that the fact that she's immature and the things that she will do because of her immaturity? I'm saying that's part of the reason why she did it. Now, yeah, of course, these women been doing this for years, man. Ain't nobody crazy. Ziggy.
The crazy part is she got 10 million.
Ziggy, go ahead.
They said she declined it. They said she declined the 10 million.
But still, either way it goes, if he trying to offer you something,
we can get 50 million. We can get 50 million. He got that new deal.
We're gonna let
he got that $100 million deal.
Y'all let Ziggy give his take on it then, and then we'll come to either you or SG or Maul. Then we're gonna go.
I just feel like, man, when you rich like that, like we always say, you gotta watch your words because they watching you. They waiting on you to slip and mess up. So once you say the wrong thing or you come at a person the wrong way, yeah, they gonna come out after some of that money. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got lawyers and you know what I'm saying, they going to school for this so they can find out what they can, take you to civil court for it. So, you know what I'm saying, wrongly accuse you of saying something or doing something to some person or, you know what I'm saying, especially look at the case, man. He well in his, 50 and she 19. Come on, man. That ain't even right anyway, man. There's you know what I'm saying? It gotta be something better than that. You should can't go in the store and buy alcohol. Come on, man. That's crazy to me. She can't even get in the casino or nothing. So my take on that is you definitely gotta have a different choice in women, man. It's more women out there that are like you that it can't be your head can't be messed up to where you want to mess with a child. You know what I'm saying? You can't want to mold a person that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's women out there that'll, not be so submissive, but they'll get themselves, you know what I'm saying, to your, not just to your every command, but she gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't have that piece to the puzzle, she can fill that in. But long story short, man, like I said, he gotta do better at that, man. And then to try to cop a plea out, like you said, he's supposed to maintain your innocence the whole time. I ain't trying to. It don't matter what happened. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I ain't do it, I ain't do it. That's how I stand on stuff. So it's like that. But I'll let the next guy have it. Go ahead, take it out.
Wow.
Shit, man. I mean, all I can do is, I'm saying, everything you just said, Zach. I mean, Unc need to tighten up, Drew. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it plain and simple, man. He need to tighten up. That's all he need to do. He need to tighten up. I'm disappointed. He need to tighten up. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna make it this time. He do something else goofy. I'm a ride him. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt on this one, but he definitely need to tighten up. He do something else goofy. I'm a ride him.
Like you said, the only reason that we, like you say, we can't ride them too much because we don't hear the whole video, like the beginning of what was said before that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that all that does play a factor. You can't just
Of
go
course,
off of his first words coming out. You gotta
of
understand
course,
what was said. Either it could have been 2 minutes ago or something, but he said it out of his mouth. If you say that again, you know what I'm saying, then that's
of course,
automatically you said something. You know what I'm saying? Either
of
she
course.
said the N word or she said something else to something. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anything that she said, but you could tell it's something, either a racist slur or something that he just don't like being called or something. You know what I'm saying? Out in public or
No,
whatever the
the
case
statement she made
may
was
be.
manipulating. She said, "Don't be manipulating me." That made him say, "If you say that again, I chuck the shit at you when I see you." Like, cause he like,
No, it could have been.
it ain't nothing. Not like it wasn't no slur or nothing like that. You heard the clip. The thing is, I want to say this, to you can't make it seem like we don't want to put the age thing in there, make it seem like if she was old enough, so it don't matter. Now, regardless if she was emotionally mature enough, all right, okay. But at the same time, it didn't do nothing wrong in that aspect, except for he should have. You have to know when you being older, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. You know, you're dealing with
That's why I said tighten up.
right, a less
That's why I
mature.
said tighten up. He need to tighten up.
True, mom, true. So if you know what you're dealing with,
Hey,
you
y'all,
know.
brother. Let CJ go, man. CJ needed his turn on this one, and I think AJ ready. He can cut that camera on. Well, yeah, though, CJ.
And somebody need to mute up too, man. We got a little feedback, man. We want to show quality now.
I guess we done lost
Go
CJ.
back, go back to where go back to where Dwayne was, Spider was, and let him finish. Go back to your tape, and then we already know now more, and then let Kevin or Alvin jump in, Junior or Alvin jump in, AJ jump in.
Yeah. So our like you say, he got to tighten up in that aspect as far as like who you choose. I mean, like if when you got it like that, you see something you like, they within they ain't out of bounds, then go ahead. But you have to know that this is a immature mind. This is a immature, emotionally capable mind. So I know what I'm dealing with, and I gotta accept what come behind that. Do I want to accept what come behind that? This joker could get crazy. She could get woo woo woo. But if I just choose like fuck it, I like it, I'm gone. Then you got to accept that come with that. It's messed up in the fact that puts a target on the man to where it exposes his business and then make people give these notions of how you should be perceived and stuff because these people around there, regular Joes, doing the same exact thing, and it's like there's no consequences like that. You don't get outcast and talked about and pointing fingers at and all that. It just be like there was a situation that happened and like that. But this ain't gonna be that. It's gonna because you got the fame with it. Now you got all the downfall that come with it too. So yeah. Oh yeah, I see Ziggy. What you want to say?
No, I was kind of sort of agreeing with you, but it just
Okay.
seemed like but yeah, like I said, he definitely just gotta watch what he say, man. And the thing is, she is just too young.
Right.
I
So
feel
so
like
let's go.
it's just
Who there go AJ. What you think, AJ?
What's going on, guys? It's Just Talk with AJ. Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Y'all can hear me? All right, this is Just Talk
I can hear
AJ,
you.
guys. I feel like this is first of all, I feel like this is a huge publicity stunt with the fact that he's trying to get a lot more attention with his viewers up, and also that big deal that you guys were mentioning. I feel like it's a publicity stunt for that, and I feel like Molly Mall, like, bro, tighten up. Like, I mean, and I feel like when Shaq down there in that paint 2002, 2003, barbecue chicken. I feel like they got them one, coach. I say that because first he made his first statement. He tried to basically get in front of it, so it wouldn't be so they couldn't put nothing bad out about the case, and use it later. So that happened, and then they come back. Oh, so the lawyer come back. Oh, so you're trying to hop out in front of it, right? So we got you. So I'm gonna release this recording so I can get back, put the ball back in my court. So, and then also you guys mentioned that they offered a 10 million, correct? So with that being, that would let me know that they got them one, this barbecue chicken. But I feel like Molly Mall, guys. I mean, you guys just need to tighten up, It's just that simple. That's my take.
Facts.
Just how AJ.
Complete the same playbook, man.
Facts.
Who next? Boy, don't let anyone else get some money. I know they coming for me, and a couple more people on this podcast. Who next?
Yeah,
I
Kenny,
say
you
Skip
gonna be
Bayless
rich. You
had
gonna
his
wild out.
turn. Skip Bayless had his turn. Shannon Sharp had his turn. I guess Stephen A ain't getting none. All the executives, I guess everybody was freaking at ESPN and CNN. Everybody was freaking. Bill Cosby got exonerated. Michael Jackson got accused of being a pedophile. R. Kelly, he out of there. I mean, who is next? Just the question, man. You got money, bro. They coming for you, man. Anything you did, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring up something you did. This man ain't. Come on, what this man do, bro? What you with a white chick that was young and she liked to get freaking choked out? I mean, come on, bro. What did he do? What did he do?
You can't be.
And how is that sexual assault? And how is it worth 50 million, man? 50 million. I mean, go on, have mercy, boy. It's a new world. All you got to do is just, boy, all you got to do is just get with a dude with some money and say he did this and did this to me, man. This is the boy. I need to just give me a slew of women just to start having slew people. Cause why work? That's all you got to do. And then I bet our OnlyFans popping even harder. Man, this lady came up, bro. And y'all talking about we feel bad for Shannon. And y'all call yourself men. Whose side you on?
Yeah, publicity stunt. Both of them need them viewers, need them followers. Yeah, publicity stunt for sure. That's all it was on both ends.
The free did it, man.
Well, you getting ready?
Yeah, man.
They went yet?
Yeah, man. But they locked Kevin Gates up for nothing, man. They locked Kevin Gates up like he was on stage performing, and a female reached up and grabbed his private part, and he kicked her. And they locked this man up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't understand that one either, but
Yeah, equal
Martha
rights.
Stewart.
You already know that. You already know they want equal rights. Them women, they want equal rights. But until they get them equal lefts, they want them until they treat it like a man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, till they get the equal hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Equal rights, but they ain't repping them equal lefts. That was a good one.
It was. Equal hands.
Speaking of Kevin Gates, man, I heard he pulled up on your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? He talking about LeBron the man, LeBron this, LeBron that. But he gonna say his wife looked like Lamar Odom, bro. I mean, either you down with the nigga or not. What's up with that? To me, it sounds a little sus to me. That was my first thought. Like, nigga, what wrong with you, bro? You're a little too much invested. But you know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of the guy and you feel like that about him, go ahead and speak your piece, man. You know what I'm saying? Most guys don't even speak on folks' wives like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. The wives and the kids usually is off limits. You know, most OGs know that shit.
Man, look, man. Pimp C already told y'all, man. That boy looked throw it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C said that long time ago. This was before the boy even hit the rap scene. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, I mean, why would LeBron get at any type of energy? I mean, it wasn't like a Stephen A. incident where you criticizing the man's fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. I mean, you might have commented on his wife. Whose wife don't get commented on? You know what I'm saying? Or, who ain't got something to say? Who not saying something about somebody's wife that's famous, So
not a famous person.
And then another thing, AJ, a hit dog holler, man, they used to say, man. Man, I done seen that man wife. I don't even watch NBA like that. And I done seen his wife sitting up there with an attitude. He trying to do his little handshake. I'm like, well, I mean, you is put up, man, I just stayed with you. We didn't got caught up in no scandal. Yeah, right. You need to fake it till you make it. If you don't even come to the game, then like he was right, bro, with what he said. Like, why aren't you even coming to the game and sit up there looking at me crazy when everybody else in here is worshiping me like a god? But you got, as a black woman, you got to put me in my place and show me I ain't nothing. You know what he did? Right, Kevin Gates did exactly right. He pulled up with his chick and trying to show her an example of how a woman supposed to be on your own when you're a boss. You know what I'm talking about? And so, yeah, man, a hit dog holler. I don't know what's wrong with LeBron. And you know, old girl, he didn't probably want to say nothing. You know, he probably got slapped all across the head at the house. You ain't gonna say nothing. He jumped out the window on Twitter.
Man, I'm the wrong nigga to have to defend LeBron, man. But I'm gonna go and defend LeBron on this one, bro. Bron, his relationship is his relationship, bro. They could have been having some personal shit going on that day. You know what I'm saying? Is he watching every night or what? No, he ain't watching every night. And they husband and wife, man. You should not speak on a personal husband and life marriage like that because you don't know what's going on, bro.
Man, public figures, bro.
This is my take though. But he could be at home like, yeah, I'm the baddest motherfucker walking. I'm the GOAT. I'm this, I'm that. She could be the type of woman that say, I'm gonna bring you back down to earth every chance I get. That's just a challenge in their relationship. He might like that shit. You never know. That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't speak on folks' relationship. That's my take on that, bro. Let them have their relationship. They ain't hurt. We ain't heard nothing about them getting no divorces, having no problems, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want to do. If his wife want to treat him like that, you know what I'm saying, and then she might go home and whip it out for him and go on handle that business. But in public, she might do what she do in public because she don't want him to have a big head. I mean, you gotta. It could be a lot of scenarios with that. And one thing that we know as men is you don't speak on nobody's happy home, nigga. What's wrong with you, man? Get out of that business, bro.
Look, man, it's a public figure. This man is a public figure. He's the #1 NBA player. He's making millions of dollars, bro. They talk about Kanye and Kim Kardashian. They talk about all these famous couples, bro. And if you don't want your wife talked about, tell her to stay at home. Stop coming to the game.
Nah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. My wife can't even come to the game.
Well, you don't want me speaking on her? I mean, come on. I mean, she a public figure, and don't come to the game mugging like you.
I'm gonna let somebody else go, but it's a difference between me and you speaking on her, and then another famous person speaking on her, like Kevin Gates. He ain't want to speak on her.
Also, didn't Kevin Gates just have an album or something, a mixtape or something just come out, something like that? It's a publicity stunt, guy. He just did that.
Publicity stunt.
Let me see if I can get some of LeBron James. His followers or his, the people who follow him all around. You got to watch these guys, man. It's
these
all
guys are smart, man.
Like you said, it's mental warfare with everything.
Anybody else, CJ? Anybody?
Yeah, man. That nigga Gates, man. Gates just a messy ass nigga. That's just one. That's one thing for sure.
Oh, man, I ain't want to drop LeBron in there like that. We did want to get into this playoff discussion though. If anybody got more takes on the gate system, we can piggyback that off into the playoff discussion. Stephen A. Smith, wherever y'all want to run it.
There go. Playoff action.
That's a bet, man. Well, shit. Speaking of that, did the Lakers win? Ziggy, you were watching that game. Where he at? Did the Lakers just win this game that we were just playing?
The Lakers lost.
No, man, they lost. They lost, man.
They was leading the whole.
I think about 2 or 3 points.
Came back.
Yeah, they ended up losing, man.
So let's do it like this.
Yeah,
if we can get CJ in here, he our official sports. He always had a good take with the stats and everything. If he's available, let us him start this segment off, and we'll get that conversation about these playoffs, something like that. If we can get the brother in.
I actually don't think he's available, man. I tried to bring him in 2 or 3 times, man, on the last topic. So that's why we were just running with it, bro. And we can still do
my bad.
Yeah, we can still do pretty good. I don't have the stats at hand, but between the other guys, man, we got some basketball minds. You know what I'm saying? We can go and talk about it real quick because all we really discussing is the playoffs anyway. And
right.
I think Boston, bro. Boston was the only one to go ahead and complete that sweep, right? Boston completed that sweep. And who surprised by, man, and the Clippers, bro.
Boston
then what Chicago get swept?
No. What you call it? Memphis got swept.
Memphis got swept.
They went ahead and completed. Oklahoma They did their thing. Boston right now is still playing Orlando Magic.
Oh, Boston. Oh.
The score is 37-31. Yeah, Boston playing right now. They 37-31 in the second quarter.
They playing the
10
Magic,
minutes
man.
left. Yeah, Orlando Magic.
I meant Memphis then, but Ja got hurt, man. When Ja got hurt, it was, and he needs some help too. When he wasn't hurt,
Yep.
Yeah, he needed a little help, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he'll do better on the for Philadelphia, or you know what I'm saying. If he go to what team I was talking about the other day, I feel like I see him good at probably Miami somewhere. You know, where he get some, you know what I'm saying, some low key good help. You know, you know, like I said, he'll have better luck next year. He can they probably build around him, or he might get traded. Who knows? But he might get to go with KD or something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he get a good second man, I mean they'll make a good deep playoff run. But my take on who I think gonna get my
all that money.
KD need to go and retire. Him and
my
LeBron.
take.
Yep, real talk.
My take on who I think gonna go on and take it out, man. If Lakers don't go ahead and end this series with Game 7, man, it's gonna be you know, I feel like Timberwolves might have a good shot at it in Oklahoma. Them guys, they're young. They playing Chet really, you know, growing on me. Man, I ain't gonna lie. He's a good player, you know. But also, you know, I feel the same way about Luka and LeBron. You know, that's my guys. So I'm hoping they go ahead and pull through, and you know, LeBron gonna have to go ahead and take over a few games just to go ahead and get them, you know, going to the next step. You know, advance to the next level, and then, you know, he can start back being a facilitator, passing and doing his thing. But I feel like, you know, he go ahead and get that Kobe mentality. Then yeah, well, Lakers definitely.
I heard you about to say Lakers in 5.
Yeah, I wanted to so bad. I wanted to so bad, you know.
Nope. Not this
But
time.
in 7, Lakers in 7. But next
Oh,
round,
Lakers
it's
in
okay.
7
Lakers
now.
in 5. Next round after that,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
tell
once
you
he get to
one
the
thing,
championship,
and
when
I
he
hate
get to the championship, it was meant for the championship. Lakers in 5. That's what it was meant for. We ain't
I hate
worried
to
about
say it, but
all the games up to the semi.
I really ain't watched. I really ain't watched basketball to the playoffs this whole season. But I hate to say this because he's my goat, but he's diminishing. He's not the same guy that used to take over. I don't know if it's because of the first round or what's going on with him. But I watched the whole game. That ain't the same LeBron. I don't know if they took over his spirit. I don't know if the Kevin Gates thing going on. I don't know if he's feeling for his man Shannon Sharp. I don't know what's going on. He's scoring good and all that. He getting his points different ways, of course, because he old, you know. But that ain't the same LeBron, man. That ain't. I can't even blame the Lakers organization or the players. That ain't the same LeBron, man. From what I seen, I'm
The
just saying
flop or LeBron?
that ain't the same guy. That ain't the same guy.
Look at that.
And in that Minnesota series, it was a lot of calls I felt, you know, that was just, you know, it was just, oh my God, like I mean, but hey.
Like the same LeBron to me. I mean, LaFlop to me, bro. He's still flopping with you know, as he normally do. I mean, he just need to flop more often. You know, flop inside the globe basket or something. I don't know. I mean, he can flop his way to a championship.
Did you
I
watch the
mean,
game?
come on, brother, man.
Did
Okay,
you watch
man.
the
How the
game?
man always get?
Did
No,
you
I didn't
watch
watch
the
the game,
game?
but I know one thing. I know one thing. He had to go get Luka to even get there. I know one thing. He always got to have a souped up team. And I mean, I guess
And
when he did
Kobe
it, then
had
he
to go
get
get Shaq, and Jordan
man.
had to go get
Kobe
Happy.
played a second. What Kobe did, he took a sit back for Shaq. He said I had to
Yeah,
come in
and
and play a
he
support
also
role
got
for Shaq.
swept by Dallas. Yeah,
He
y'all
came
like
in
talk
as a
about that.
support
He
role.
also got swept by Dallas. Y'all don't like talk about that. With Paul
Yeah,
after they coming off a championship. He also got swept by Dallas. Y'all don't like talk about that
man.
though.
Man, look,
Look,
we
look.
on the
Oh, okay,
fun
all
button
right,
now,
all
man. He can't control his wife. He can't get a chip. He just need to go and retire, man. Got the way. He gonna let Stephen A. He gonna try to check Stephen A. Smith, but Kevin Gates. Oh no, man, I ain't gonna say nothing. That nigga crazy. So, but yeah, let's get back to the sports though, man. I am a Laker fan, and I don't want the Lakers to go out like that. So, what is the series? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for he got the purple and gold on. What is it, tied or what?
No, man, it's not tied. It's 3-1. Minnesota.
So they, oh Lord, where's over? Well, he
exactly.
had.
Exactly.
Oh no, I mean, you talk about that.
I don't think
He might well go get his 50 net ready.
On their championship
It ain't
runs.
over yet. It ain't over to the fat lady scene.
His team
Man,
always win
it's over, bro.
back to back to back. It's proven. They did it in the finals. When he played, his teams always win back to back to back. No matter if they down or they up, they always win 2-3 games back to back to back. It's just proven. It's just a team. They
So
always
has anybody ever came back from a 3-1 deficit?
yes, in the finals, not in the playoffs. In the finals, yes.
Okay.
How did he do on the sales with them dogs?
LaFlop. That's the one who did it. LaFlop.
Don't ask questions.
How did he do on sales with them dogs?
Certain questions.
What was the final? What was the final number on them sales with them dogs? What was the final number?
Yeah, LeBron did it already. LeBron did it already.
1.8 trillion. That's what the final sale was. 8 trillion. That's what
Man.
Boy, if a picture don't speak 1,000 words, man, that's the only thing I gotta say.
Hey, I seen it. Like, oh my God! I know he didn't find something on my boy. I know he doesn't know he ain't gonna never let this go. I know he was happy when he found that.
No, sir. I wonder what was the final figure on them sales though? How many? I'm saying because I know he grossed over some millions now because it was way out.
Listening, it was trillion.
He was selling dogs for real. I thought that was fake.
Man,
I
yes.
thought that was like
No,
internet
sir.
stuff.
No, sir. That was not fake, sir.
That was an action figure.
What was I saying? It was action figure.
No, sir. That was not an action figure. Those were dolls. I showed you the video where dude was saying he been alive waiting on this doll. No, sir. G.I. Joe's are action figures. I play with action figures. I play with G.I. Joe's and He-Man and Ninja Turtles. No, sir. That was a doll, sir. I'm sorry.
Barbie.
Oh yeah, that was good, bro. I laughed so hard when somebody said that. What we said? You said that in the chat bar. That was you.
Yeah.
Man, I laughed so hard that day.
Yeah, though, man. Hey, what about AJ? What you think about Denver and the Clippers, AJ? What you think about Kawhi, man?
I've been watching a little bit of that. I think if Kawhi playing like that, it's gonna be the Clippers, guys. When Kawhi play at his best, it's been proven. I can say I'm a Kawhi fan, but I've been watching him his whole career since San Antonio. When he play at his best, he is not to be effed with, and you can't stop him. Just like he took the Cancun boys, no, not Cancun, Toronto, all the way over Curry, over everybody. When he play at his best, guys, that boy is mama. Yeah. There goes that man. Barbecue anybody who step to him, you gotta lick your finger, lick your chop, barbecue chicken. So if he continue to play like that, they gonna win a championship straight like that. It ain't no, ain't nowhere else I can put it. If he play like that, it's over with. They in trouble. They in trouble, MJ. When I say they in trouble, everybody in trouble. The West, the East, name one. When he play like he been playing in that Clipper series, they in trouble. I'm telling you what's going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Kawhi dangerous when he healthy. If he don't get hurt, he very dangerous. And they call him Jordan. and that's a name I don't be mad at, because when he ain't hurt, I'll be like, look at this nigga, man. He dunking on niggas and shooting threes, and he doing what he want to do at his own pace. He play like Luka want to play. He what Luka want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He helped, because they both move at their own little pace on their offense, but that nigga he just look better. Luka got a nice little shot though, but Kawhi, the way he make it look, he just make it look effortless, like they say about Stephen Curry. He make it look effortless.
Please rephrase it. Don't you dare disrespect Kawhi like that. Don't you dare rephrase that. I don't even like how you said that, because he ain't nothing like Luka. Meaning that Kawhi is way better than him. Way better. He's nothing like. He's nothing.
No. I said it the other way around. Luka would beat him on his best day. The way he plays, because they play at a certain pace, and Luka don't play no defense. So
That's why
None.
I mean nothing.
no, definitely not doing that.
None.
Nothing.
Got their
They was
own
picking
they
that
play it.
Minnesota game. They was picking on Luca left and right. They was on his ass. All he could do was cry, hold his hands up. I'm like,
Right,
what the fuck is you doing? But
right.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
Have Luca ever blocked a shot?
Maybe back in high school. not in,
Yeah, damn, I ain't never seen that nigga swat nobody shit to the stands or nothing.
not in the NBA. I don't know. He might have had though. It depends. But yeah, for the most part, man, the playoffs been good, man. I hadn't seen a series yet other than the Boston series that's kind of boring, but that's because ain't nobody won no game. But the Memphis series in Dallas, that was you wanted to well, not Dallas, I'm sorry, but Memphis and whoever was just beating their ass. OKC.
Yeah.
I can't say they surprising nobody no more, but I'm still surprised by it. I don't know him like that, but I'm getting to know him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, come on, man. Who they is? SGA. He the only one that I can respect. The rest of them, I'm trying to really learn who they. Luke Dort. I know Luke Dort, and then the other guy that's down low, the white boy.
All I know
Jalen Win. Oh no, you talking about
Oh
Chet Hogan?
yeah,
I just know
They got
SGA.
Chet, man. Jalen Williams. Man, y'all missing out, man. Them boys over there, listen. Oh my goodness. Them
they who?
guys young, man, they coming up, man. I'm telling you, they hungry.
They
You can tell a
hungry.
team that's
They
hungry.
coming up, but
Um,
they a little bit inconsistent, Zigga. They ain't consistent enough. They almost there, but they ain't there yet, Zigga. They too inconsistent.
Houston, Houston the same way though. I mean, them guys hungry over there. When you got a young squad and everybody playing good, plus that little extra defense helps. You know what I'm saying? When everybody put in that little bit of effort, man, I'm telling you, it go a long ways and it get you
Yeah,
further
but
than
they
where these
all
other guys going.
the
That's
ones this name, they too inconsistent. They have too many. Like you got to have a good stretch of straight dominating. It's like not one game dominating, and the other game you scoring single digits in points, single digits in everything. But the game after that one you gonna triple double everything. They too inconsistent, and that's not championship basketball. And that ain't how you win in the playoffs. You got to be consistent.
That's what's up, man. I mean, any team we missed, I think we spoke about most of the teams that's still left in the. Uh, but if we missed any team, we'll get to them next time. Hey, CJ, you there, brother? If CJ, I was just trying to see if he there, so we can let him get a little take on this playoffs. If not,
There
man,
you
we're
go.
gonna wrap it off. Wrap it up. What you there? You there,
Yeah,
Jr.
man. Yeah, I feel on that Kevin Gates situation, man, that LBJ played that correct, because
He
he
did.
has a job to do. He doesn't have a job to address, hecklers and things like that. His job is on the court. Unfortunately, they didn't get it done today. They got stunned in the fourth quarter. They dropped a 12-point lead to the Timberwolves, so they've got a hole to dig out of 3-1. They're headed back to LA, and that game will be, I believe, either Tuesday or Wednesday night. So hopefully they'll have their thoughts better together by then. With the Shannon Sharp incident, that's just a betting game, man. If you play foolish games, you win the foolish prize. No way a man of my if I was Shannon Sharp, if a man of my stature would go out with an own female, I would be looking for a higher class of female myself, and he played a foolish game and won a foolish prize. And that's my take.
So hold on, CJ. CJ, I want to ask you about that Cleveland and Miami series. CJ, you been paying attention to what you think about that, CJ?
Like he might be getting a phone call, AJ.
Well, what? Tell me what y'all think. Have y'all watched that Cleveland and Miami series? What y'all think about that? We know what's gonna happen, but what y'all think about that?
You mean Miami Heat, Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland and Miami.
Well, you already know what's gonna happen, man. Cavs finna be. That's easy.
They
That's
looking
easy.
good, but
Miami,
now thinking when we say consistency, they a little too consistent. Them consistent.
Miami,
They
always,
fresh.
they
but
got
they will. And
they
but Butler gone now, so they ain't got no playoff. They ain't got no playoff hooper like that. They ain't got no superstar. Nobody that's gonna just take over the game. Tyler Hero ain't it.
It's Bam Adebayo. I mean, he's still a good, you know what I'm saying,
He
person, but he
good.
just can't do it by himself. He got Hero, but he's supposed to be able to. For one,
What
I don't
Bubba
know
say?
why I thought
Trash.
they had got a. I thought they had got one of the Ball brothers over there.
Don't keep it 100. Cleveland is balling, bro. Cleveland balling. It's gonna be them in Boston
But
in the
Cleveland, yes.
championship.
Cleveland, yes. Cleveland's still strong, yeah. They still strong. I like that big man duo they got over there. Cleveland going strong. Especially with I call him Donovan Mitchell. Man, when I tell you they got her, man, he explosive. You know what I'm saying? I like his style of play. He remind me of a younger J.R. Smith, but eventually he still got that Carmelo instinct too. You know, he can take over in the moment. And he'll just, show that he can do whatever he want to do, real fast. And I like that. He really, like I say, explosive, like Ja Morant. But like I was saying, he just got to stay healthy, because if Ja Morant keep on going in full strong, every game, it does cause wear and tear on your body. But at the same time, that's what you get paid for. So go on and wrap that thing up and go on and bring home the trophy, and to try again next year. But rest up in the off season. But like I said, my take is if the Lakers go ahead and come and do their thing, then we got Lakers in 5.
Yeah, my fault about that sound. But look, y'all, man, this been a good show, man. Welcome back to the people. And I, like we always say, man, if y'all been with us this long, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. And we definitely fucks with y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for being here. And just keep sticking with us. We about to get better and better and better. Any type of suggestions, let us know. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna try to rock with you. We do engage with our fans or our people. So I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna run our outro. It's been the Just Talk Show. Jacktown's finest.
Hey, yo, I just want to say, man, we appreciate all our audience, man.
Sandman, Landman, Lakers in 5.
Like AJ say, barbecue chicken, man, finger licking, man. Free Diddy, free Shannon Sharp, man did nothing wrong, man, and you know what I'm saying. And we appreciate y'all tuning in on this round earth, you know what I mean. If it's round or flat to you, but we like to think that it's round, but we appreciate y'all anywhere it goes. This has been a Just Talk Show. Any final thoughts, fellas?
Run it back, Turbo.
Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Aquaman, Lakers in 5.
Yeah, we can discuss the next topic. It'll definitely be, time. Does time exist? Some political problem, and we'll go back to sports again. So definitely tune in.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Does time exist?
Yeah, we can get into a little bit of them tariffs. Y'all know I like my boy Trump, and I guess but they're gonna go ahead and try to get that peace done, and with Zelensky and them, and the pardon of the Pope. You know what I mean?
Stop the record.
Yeah, but we'll be going on all day, man. Just Talk Show. We out.
Before Saturday, my guy. But we out.
We out.